Good morning, everybody. In these practice streams, I like to share how I practice. So if you are watching this after the fact, in the timestamps in the description, you'll see like what I worked on or what I talked about in the timestamps. That's the same thing for every one of these almost 300 practice streams. That just demonstrates what I worked on, how I worked on it. Now, often people will come into the chats, because I'm live streaming on multiple platforms, and they will ask some questions about drumming, because I've been playing for over 26 years and have been teaching for 21 of those years. So I have a lot of experience related to percussion. And so people will come in and ask me some questions, get some advice, and I'll answer it in the streams. I will then edit that and put them in these highlight reels that just kind of answer different questions. But the ones that say members first, by the way, are scheduled release. Like this one comes out this Friday, this one comes out next Friday, and there will be another one next Friday, and another one, etc. So if you want to see the refined answer where I get rid of the ums or get rid of my time thinking, etc., you can check that out here. But you can find all of this stuff on my home tab of YouTube. If you go here, I have all of the drumming, gaming, computer science stuff neatly organized. Just simply click on the header and then boom, it shows you all the drumming stuff, like the drumming tips videos, or the full streams, or all the stuff that I'll be working on today, like the chop exercises, the shopping spree I'm going to do. If you want to find everything neatly organized, just go to the link up here, /drum on my website, and we've got 55 chop exercises, 372 triplet grid, 513 16th note grid, all of the drum charts. There's 55 of them, 166 marching bass stuff. I'm working on 21 more related like timing stuff. I'll schedule that for members first soon, hopefully by the end of this week. And then 139 technique exercises, and then all the stuff that I mentioned here. Now, before we get into all this stuff, I just want to share like a quote that resonates with me for those of you who are interested in that. So it's a short quote. Only I get to determine who I am today. So this is something that is really important to remember. No matter what people say about you or accuse you of, it does not change who you are. Do not let other people control your narrative of who you are as an individual. And even if it's an overwhelming number of people all saying one thing, if it differs from who you actually are as a person, then really try and focus on just your core values, your core ways of being, and don't let other people let you deviate mentally from who you are as an individual. Now, you got to be realistic with yourself. Like, am I actually a kind person? What actions back up that thought that I am a kind person, or whatever it is, the thought that you're thinking about? But outside of that, if it's just like objectively false, try not to let other people bring you down. So if like people say that you're being mean, it's like, objectively, I'm just providing feedback that you asked for in just a direct way. Maybe it's neutral at most, but is it mean? Probably not. Maybe you're just sensitive about it, etc. But again, just be realistic with it, because maybe you are mean. I don't know. But only you get to determine who you are today. All right. Anyways, we're going to get motivated here. We're going to get motivated with Shia LaBeouf. But I'm gonna hide him. Gets me into the stream mindset. Gets me ready to drum. Gets me in a goofy mood. Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Oh, yeah. Shia LaBeouf. We're super motivated now. Ooh, look at that flex. I'm going to add, I think on Tuesday, on the 1st, I think I'll be able to add one more emoji on the YouTube chat for those of the people who are members. And it's going to be do it. So you can all join along. Do it. Yes, you can motivate. All right, so the spree that we're going to be working on today is 345-543 shopping spree. I just wrote it on Sunday, just kind of came up with it, inspired by the Blue Devils 2000 shopping spree. And I was like, what if I did like a mirrored version of that with that pattern where it goes 3, then 4, and then 5 note groupings, and then it goes 5, 4, and 3 note groupings. So we're going to speed that up from 70, hopefully up to 100 today. We'll see how we do. But before we do that, we're going to stretch and massage. And before we do that, we're going to get the blood flowing in the hands and just get nice and warmed up. Let's do that with flam 5s. So we're going to do float drags variations. There's many different variations in here, but under this one, we're going to do flam 5s. And no, we're not going to warm up at 190. Thanks, so appreciate the suggestion. You just go into the timestamps in the description. It allows you to pick whatever BPM you want. So you can be like, I want to start this at 40, or I want to start this at 140. And then it'll count you off after a moment. Ooh, it's loud. So this is a check. Now with flam 5s. Actually do that so you can see the name of it in case people are dropping in and are curious what I'm playing. Two more reps. Imagine if drumlines just had a little dance break on tap-offs. That'd be goofy. All right, now that we got the blood flowing, let's stretch and massage. So the first one I like to do is you hold your sticks so that your palms are facing up. And you pull in, and it looks weird, but it feels great. 10 out of 10 would stretch again. And then just go back out the way that you came when you're done with that. If you do traditional rotate and hold to one end of the rotation, and then rotate and hold to the other end of the rotation, hold that for like 20 to 30 seconds, whatever you need. But I don't play traditional anymore. I'm trying to work on my match grip. We're now going to stretch the underside of the forearms. You could do it like this, one at a time. You could do it on your pad like I demonstrated yesterday. You don't need to be bouncy. And you could also do it on the wall. The lower you go, the deeper the stretch. Just don't put all your weight into it. You don't want to break stuff. Let's go. Oh, that feels good. Oh, yeah. Now we're going to stretch the top side of the forearm. So you could do it one at a time like this. You could do it on your legs. You could do this on the pad. Or you could do this on the wall. But this one, the higher you go, the deeper the stretch. Again, don't put all your weight into it. Do not do that. And next up, we're going to stretch finger to finger. If you do thumb to thumb, it just goes twice as fast. You could do it one at a time. If you got all the time in the world, then do this. And then next finger. And then after we finish this little stretch routine, we'll do the massage routine that I do every day. And then we're going to get into the 3-4-5-5-4-3 shopping spree. And we'll resume speeding that up. Try and get to 100 today. Stay tuned, we'll find out. All right, so I'm going to massage the thumb on top, the fingers underneath, trying to loosen up everything. You might need to do this higher up your arm, depending on like how tight you are, or even up on your shoulders. If your shoulders are tight, it'll lead to tightness in your upper arm, which can lead to tightness in your lower arm, which can lead to tightness in your hands and your wrist, or your fingers. All kind of creeps its way down. Like I have really tight shoulders right now, so we'll see how that impacts things. It's like the kind of tightness where I'm like, am I going to get a headache from this? Maybe. Stay tuned. We'll find out. Will the drumming impact it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. If I'm not drumming tomorrow, it's because I have a massive headache. I get too tight with like the shoulder shrugs, the weighted shoulder shrugs that I do. And that kind of works its way up to my neck, which works up into my like head, gives me a headache. So if I'm not doing a drum stream tomorrow, it's probably because I have a headache. And, you know, drumming just doesn't help with that very often. All right, now we're going to massage the palm with the thumb, and the back side will be massaged by the fingers. Kind of, work my way around. Focus on areas where it's tight or sore. Work on that area and around the area. Sometimes it's the surrounding muscles, tendons, ligaments, bones, just kidding, that are tight. So you might need to relax those, and that'll help the tight area. And every day is going to be different. Some days you might be like, my left hand feels great. And the next day you'll be like, my left hand feels like poop. Depends on what you did throughout the week. We're going to massage base to tip of each one of the fingers at least 2 times. Sometimes 4 times, sometimes 7 times. Depends on how tight your fingers are feeling. Just kind of wiggling your way down it, massaging. Takes a few minutes to go through this routine, but I highly recommend it. Hello on YouTube. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so this shopping spree that we'll work on is a brand new one. It's currently members first, but again, every single video that I create is scheduled to release publicly for free. But this one is right up here under the chop stuff. And when you go to it, you can jump to a BPM. So we're going to start off at 70. The pattern is 3-4-5-5-4-3 with the flam accent pattern. And then it layers in drags, cheeses, fives, cheese cha-cha-chas, and cheese inverts. Let's see how this goes. Rushing. Do I live in the USA? Yes, I do. Screwed up the invert parts. You're gonna come later? All right, that sounds good. Thanks for stopping in. Up a little bit. Whoops. Sweet. Thank you for the like on YouTube. Appreciate it. It helps more people find all those thousands of free exercises. The more people engage with it, more people find it, which is sweet. Sweet. Let's get some water. Time for an ASMR break with your host, Jared O'Leary. Kayla, welcome back. All right. For whatever reason, the Flam 5s are feeling wonky today. I almost started playing Flam 5s there. Whoops. Focus. Sweet. 76. Ah. I just totally messed up. Let's try that again. I heard it's like, oh, thank you for the like on YouTube in my brain. Thank you for the hearts. And then I screwed up. It's your fault. Just kidding. It's my fault. I'm like, squirrel. Here we go. 76. Trying it again. It's a little weird with the low cheese inverts on that ending part, but I like that it kind of puts almost all the accents on the left, except for the first one. Thank you for the engagement. Sweet. It's going better than I thought it would. Added an extra grace note on that last line, making it extra difficult. It was accidental. Do I learn all my stuff starting at 40 BPM? No, but if I really want to refine it, then yeah. Like, I'll sight read stuff at, like, whatever speed I can sight read at it, but if I really want to make it good, then yeah, I just slow it down. It just allows you to really get proper interpret. You're homeschool? You have class? Hey, I appreciate you stopping in. Enjoy your class. The cha-cha part messed up. What's a good tempo for learning stuff? I mean, yeah, you can learn at whatever tempo you want. It depends on what you're playing. But the slower the better, in terms of really refining it. I mean, when I was teaching drum lines, I would literally... I can't play through this while talking. When I was teaching drum lines, I would slow it down to 40. So we play triplet diddle starting at 40 at band camp. And I'd like warn the drumline about it, like before the start of the summer, like, hey, over the summer, seriously, work on this really slow. The slower you can go, the more you can refine things. It gives you more space in between each one of the notes, which makes it so you can do more micro adjustments that have more payoff down the road than if you start at like 100 or something. You want to be in that level of discomfort when you're working on technique, refining things, where you're really having to overthink it, and then just gradually speed things up. If you go one click at a time, like these play-alongs do, that's much better than like doing 5 and 10 click jumps, because it forces you to sit in that discomfort and gradually get better over time. Let's restart this one using the timestamps. 82. Whoop. But I am very OCD when it comes to this kind of stuff. I want to be the best that I can. So I really want to focus on this stuff. Which is why we started this at 40. And I've been playing for over 26 years, and I still am slowing this stuff down to 40. Never can refine the basics enough. Yeah, I keep wanting to put in like extra grace notes on that last line. I don't need to do that. I'm debating. Don't want to elaborate on that. So when it comes to practicing slow, it allows you to make more micro adjustments in between each one of the notes. So let's say like you have like 4 notes. The amount of space in there when you're playing something at 40 versus if you're playing something at like 100 or 120, it's so much wider that it makes it so that with the little micro adjustments, you can really like make sure that your spacing in between each one of the notes is very controlled. If you sit there and work on something for a repeated amount of time over an extended period of time, roughly 50-ish hours of practice, then it's going to make it so that you, like I mentioned yesterday, you develop this thing called myelination. It's where think of it like wires in between each one of the neurons in your brain kind of strengthens its bond. It makes it so you can have more signal going across that wire in between the neurons, as well as improve the timing and consistency of it, which makes it so that you can improve the consistency of your hands. So every time you play a diddle, the diddle is consistent with that first and second note, as opposed to just like you're taking like a D20 and be like, is it going to be good? I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll find out. So if you practice stuff slow, it forces your brain to have more time to really like fine tune those little adjustments. And as you gradually go faster, one click at a time, like on these play alongs, then it will make it so that it sounds more consistent in the long run. So if you don't go that slow, it's just harder for you to make those micro adjustments and to really fine tune the interpretation of the rhythms and whatnot, whether it's like listening in to like diddles on something like this or whatever. So I, as somebody who, again, has been playing for 26 years, I'm still slowing these things down to 40. There's always things to refine. You're never going to get to a point where it's like, oh, yeah, I don't need to refine stuff slow again. Like, I can say that with confidence as somebody who's taught every single grade across the grade span. Like, whether you're a beginner percussionist or an advanced percussionist, you're still going to refine the basics. And slowing things down is the best way to do that. Is this live? Why, yes, it is. Are you live? '86. Brain fart. It's hard to jump back on this one. Let me pull it back up. Yeah, I want to add in an extra grace note there. Like, make it a cha-cha-cha. That's not how I wrote it, though. Maybe I should rewrite it. We'll rewrite it to match the way I want to play it, apparently. Or, you know, I could just learn the part that I wrote. 88. Let's see how this goes. Thank you for the like on YouTube. No. This is all mental at this point. I'm like psyching myself out. I'm like, I should play the easier part that's written. And the brain's like, no. Yeah, I'm even crushing the diddles on that. So it's telling me I need to like slow this down even more. But today I want to try and get it to 100, and we'll see how that goes. And then it gives me some data for things to work on, and we'll slow it back down again if I want to keep refining this slow. But first, water. Okay, let's try this again. I'm curious why, if you're still in the chat on YouTube, what made you ask whether or not this is live or not. I think it's interesting when people do that. I had some people claim that I was AI. Like, it was usually in gaming streams where people will do that, and I'm like, wait, what? How am I AI? I mean, are the, like, models are getting, like, pretty good, like the different forms of AI, but I don't think they can drum yet. A little bit better, but still wonky on the cheese inverts. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was I playing? Not that. Yeah, so it's after the 2 5-lit patterns on the last one that the 4 gets weird. No, I started playing Flam Drags. I'm, like, tired. Hydrate or dehydrate? I mean, did you see the water bottle we got? I drink a couple of these a day. It's 1.9 liters of agua. Mizu. Let's try this again. All right. Focus. Okay. I think 100 is doable. No! Ah, I did it on the wrong hand. Time for a dance break, I guess. Yeah, that last page, the second page, is hard to jump back into. We got the last few reps. Let's give myself a little mental break. All right, let's do this. Do it. Yes, you can. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. Cool. We survived. Alrighty, we're almost there. At least I was able to jump back in. I started playing the wrong pattern. All right, last rep. This is the goal tempo. At least for today. Eventually speed it up. Sweet, we did it. Still plenty of stuff to clean up with it, but you know, I wanted to just be able to mentally get through it at 100, and we achieved that goal. Let's chop out. What do I want to chop out with? Do you want to do another shopping spree? Whoops. There's so many things to choose from. Literally over 1,000 things to choose from. We could chop out with 3-stroke rolls, stick control, triplet diddle. Let's do another spree. Let's do this one. Velvet Knights 5/4 shopping spree. This one's a fun one. It's probably my favorite. I also really like Blue Devils 2000, Mori Spree, all those other ones. Blue Devils 99, Blue Devils 97. I don't have that one as a play along because of copyright. That one is for sale. Although I think they discontinued the book. I feel like it's yelling at me. Ew. Let's go, Patin. We're gonna chop out. Hello, BT. 110. We're gonna go until my arms burst into flames. 130 will probably be that point. We'll find out. A little late. I'm good, and you? Here we go. If this is too fast, you can slow this one down to 20. Or go as fast as 160. If you can play at 160, show me, tag me on social media. I want to see that. That'd be sweet. Not with these heavy sticks, though. No way. At least not for me. Hardeman hammers are too heavy for that. For my mortal hands. We're going to play it at piano. It's going to be an ASMR shopping spree experience. Hope you enjoy it. Oh my. That was way too fast. I don't speak Spanish. What does that say? Translate selection to English. It says the exact same thing. Could I teach tips to improve playing speed? Yeah. I think that's what you're asking. Hopefully your English is better than my Spanish, because I forget most of my Spanish. So, since we're on vertical, this link here, /drum, it takes you to this page that we see here. If you scroll all the way down to here, there's a lot of tips in here on how to speed up your hands. So, These videos give you tips on how to speed things up, get faster and whatnot, as well as a lot of other topics on there. So I highly recommend checking these out. But if you like click on this in the description, boop, shows you the different topics, or right here. So you can find the specific ones that talk about speeding up things. We only need one of me talking, not two. But yeah, good question. But you can just go here, and that shows you all of that. Speaking of, if you're interested in like watching the full drum streams, you can go here. If you want to see the edited clips that I make from these questions that people ask me, I put them in here. If you want to see the books and sticks I recommend, you can go here. These are affiliate links. This does help me out if you're like going to buy a television and click on one of these on Amazon first. And then I get about 4% back at no cost to you. But you can find all the pads, the sticks I use, like I'm using the Hardeman hammers, etc. Highly recommend them. You are very welcome. But there's literally over 1,000 free exercises. Over 1,000 for free. If they say members first, don't worry, they're scheduled to release for free. If you don't want to go to the link at the top of the screen, just go to my home tab on YouTube. Right here on the home tab, if you click, it shows you just the drumming stuff, all in playlists, or just the gaming, or just the computer science stuff. Because I'm a nerd, I create a lot of content. Speaking of, I'm going to get ready for Rise of the Ronin. So we're going to tear this down and get set up for that. I appreciate you all stopping by. If you enjoy this content, just share it with others, like it, comment on it, ask questions, blah, 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 blah. But we've got hundreds more scheduled to release and thousands already available for everybody right meow. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And hopefully I'll be back on tomorrow. It depends on if I have a headache or not. So stay tuned. Goodbye.